Hey class, welcome to week 6 of COMM 200. During this week, we're going to look at two different topics. Topic 6, which is the future of journalism, and topic 7, which is the future of advertising. Since technology plays such an important role in the way media is being developed, it's important to have a good understanding of where some of this media might be headed. What are we looking to do for journalism in the future? I mean, if you look at it 20, 30 years ago, print journalism was, a um, a very useful source of media, whereas now when you look at print journalism, it's not what it used to be because of the digital technology that we have. So, it's a good idea to have an understanding of where we're headed in journalism and advertising, and, even getting your thoughts on it to see where you think it might be headed is important, especially with advertising now that we have digital media. 20, 30 years ago, we were looking at television and print for advertising, whereas now, we're able to pinpoint people within a 1 mile radius of us to advertise, a 2-for-1 sale coupon on Facebook. So it's interesting to see how far we've come along, but also thinking where it is also going to go in the future. We're also going to look for your take a look into your group project for the semester. Remember last week you should have learned who was in your group and where you could communicate with your group members. Just a reminder, if you scroll to week 5, these are your groups here, and the group discussion link is where you can actually communicate with your group members. And then finally, you're going to be assigned your first discussion form assignment to complete. And I also wanted to make an announcement. I'm going to go ahead and offer extra credit makeup for quiz number 1. You're going to be able to earn 5 additional points towards your grade for quiz number 1. I do understand it's a little different taking an online class, what to expect, and where to get certain kind of information. So I want to go over something first for your quiz number 1. So if you scroll down here, you're going to see quiz number 1 extra credit. If you click on that here, or you can click on it from assignments as well, and you're going to see quiz number 1 extra credit. So this assignment is for extra credit only, and it is not required for students to complete, but every student can complete it, no matter if you received a 25 out of 25 on the quiz or a 17.5 out of 25 on the quiz. It really doesn't matter. The highest grade in the class was a 25. I usually do curve the quizzes, but since the highest grade was a 25, you can't really curve it. So what I've decided to do instead was to just go ahead and give you an opportunity to make up 5 points. So it's almost as if someone maybe got the highest score of 20 out of 25 in comparison, even though someone really got a 25 out of 25. So what you're going to do is please write a 1-page paper double spaced on one of the topics we have discussed up to week 5. So you can't include any topics from this week. Please include a title page and a reference page as well. So you should have a total of 3 pages. So I would like you to use your own research, meaning find an article on the topic you chose and discuss the article. Discuss what you like about the article and whether you agree or disagree with the article is discussing, and explain why you agree or disagree. So it only has to be 1 page, but with your title page and a reference page, which is something you should always include at the college level, it should be a total of 3 pages. So your reference page will only really have one reference, and that's the article you chose to write about. The due date for this is on March 5th, which is 2 weeks from now at 11:55 p.m. So please make sure to upload it here. You're just going to choose your file and upload it and submit it, and then I will go ahead and add the score to your grade once it closes on March. What day was it? March 5th. March 5th. So just a tip for your quizzes. So when you're taking your quizzes, keep in mind, I pull all the information here from the articles. What might be a good idea is to open up all these articles in new tabs, or you can even print out the articles and highlight notes. But what I would do is I would have all the articles in different tabs open. This way, when you get to each question, you'll kind of know where it's coming from. You can always keyword search for things from the question in the article as well. That should help you, kind of find out where the answer is. I do understand you guys read these articles, and it might be a little difficult to memorize everything from the articles. But at the same time, my questions that I pull from the articles are really going to only be key points and key items. It's not going to be anything too detailed where you're going to have to memorize word for word. So just keep that in mind going forward for your next quiz. And your next quiz is going to be, I believe it's 2 weeks from now. Let's take a look at our syllabus. Yeah. Oh, actually, it's going to be next week. It's going to open. We're also going to review our individual project, but you're going to have quiz number 2, which is going to be topics 4 through 7. So please make sure to um, review those articles before you do take the quiz. So please make sure to read the 3 different articles that we have. We have 2 for topic 6 and 1 for topic 7. Topic 6, the first article is, what is the future of journalism in a digital world? This is a good article to understand. It is about a year old, a little over a year old, but at the same time, it has some great points on where the future of journalism is going in the digital world. Given the fact that everything, or at least the majority of things, are done digitally, it's important to understand where journalism is going. What are some key features and items that you need to understand in order to develop journalism digitally? So it's a good article to really get a good idea of where it's going. Also, for topic 6, the US media's problems are much bigger than fake news and filter bubbles. So this kind of talks about, the future of journalism, of where we are right now compared to 10 years ago. How we can understand what fake news is, filter bubbles, and so on. And this is from the Harvard Business Review. So it's a good article which will give you a good understanding on, sorry, we do have quite a bit of advertisements here. But it's a good article to understand, what the U.S. media's problems are, and given a good idea of how fake news works and these filter bubbles that we have as well. And just so you know, you can always create to view these documents more. You can always sign in or create a free hbr.org account to read more articles. I would highly recommend doing this. Harvard Business Review is a great resource to have. Um, and I do want to remind you guys that if you haven't done so already, make sure, if you would like to, you can always create a folder up here of the articles that I post. That way you have them all in a folder. They're easy to access, and you can also name each one up here as well. Topic 1, topic 2. This way you have a good idea. But I do want to let you know that this article here will not be on your next quiz. This is just something for you guys to have a good idea about, which, let me go ahead and change now before I forget. So this article will not be on quiz number 2. Just to give you a reminder here. This was just really for your this was really just for yourself to have a good understanding of where we're going with that. Okay, let's go ahead and look at topic 7. And then topic 7, read the article, The Future of Advertising, will probably look a lot like Minority Report. For those of you who haven't seen Minority Report, it's a movie with Tom Cruise. Kind of interesting, no matter how long ago this movie was filmed, which I think it was like 15 years ago or so from now. It's interesting to see where they were going with this. And it's kind of a lot of things that we do when we are using electronic devices. So it's kind of interesting to see where the future of advertising is going to go, given the fact that so much has changed, even over the last 5 years with with social media advertising as well. So it's a really good article to give you a good understanding of what it's going to be. Also, make sure to watch our video lecture and complete the discussion forum assignment. So before we go over our group project, I do want to go over the discussion forum. So if you click on discussion forum week 1, it's going to take you to your form, or you could click here on forms to the left side, and you're going to see our discussion forums. Here's discussion forum number 1, week 6. Go ahead and click on that. Click view conversation. And then what you're going to do is, when you want to reply to this, you're going to click on start a new conversation. So you're going to post a total of 3 times for this week's discussion. Please consider the feelings of others and be respectful when posting. If there is something you disagree with, please do so in a respectful manner and provide reasoning. There is a zero tolerance for foul language, flaming, or putting others down in a negative way. Any sign of this will result in an automatic 0 for the assignment, for this assignment, and the post will be removed and reported. So this is going to be worth a total of 30 points. You're going to have to post one main post due by Saturday, and that's worth 20 points, and two responses, which are going to be due by the end of the week on Tuesday, which are going to be 5 points each. So those are going to be worth 10 points. Plus your main post of 20 points, it's going to be a total of 30 points. So including this week, we have discussed 7 topics in the course. Please select one of the topics we have discussed from a previous week. Discuss what you liked about the topic and whether you agree or disagree with all or some of the points which were discussed during the week. And this also includes this week's as well topics. Please make sure to explain your answer in detail. If you need more content, you can also discuss something else that you might like to see being discussed for that topic. This is your one main post you must complete. Your answer should be substantive in length, meaning you should provide details and reasoning in your answer, a minimum of 150 words. You can use reasoning, examples, or anything else you feel would be helpful in your answer. If you post after the main post deadline of Saturday, you will receive a late point deduction. And for your responses, in addition, you must respond to at least 2 other posts in the discussion board. These responses could be replies to main posts that a classmate has posted, or a reply post written by your classmates. So maybe someone replied to a main post and you want to reply to the reply rather than the main post. That's fine as well. So in your reply, you can discuss whether you agree or disagree with their posts and why, and ask further questions to expand on the conversation, or provide personal experiences outside sources to the conversation. Each one of your 2 responses should be at least 150 words. So again, if you'd like to start a new to post your main post, click on Start a New Conversation, and then click your title of your post and write it here, and go ahead and post it. Also, I want to send a reminder out to go ahead and after we go over our group project, feel free to make to create some discussions with your group. Remember, if you'd like to create discussions with your group, you can either go down to week 5, click on group discussions, or go to the forums link here and go ahead and post different topics you would like to discuss about your group project. Maybe one group can talk about a topic that they have for their group project. Go ahead and post it in there, let your peers respond, and so on and so on. All right, and for our final thing today, I want to go over the actual group project. Let's go ahead and click on it here. So the due date for this is April 16th in Sakai. I'm going to provide you a link to upload the week before. So I believe it's the last week starts on, or that week starts on, I believe it is the 10th. Let me see, 10th is a Wednesday. Yeah, the 10th. So on the 10th for that week, I'm going to show you how to upload your written and your oral presentation as well. So the background, your group will discuss a topic in new media. You can choose any of the topics discussed in class or come up with your own topic. You've been assigned to give a presentation and written report on a topic in new media at a conference discussing new media and communications. You and your group will write a report and create a presentation, whether it's a PowerPoint or Prezi, on the topic you have chosen. Your topic can be anything that has to do with new media. The sky's the limit on this. It can be anything from social media, current technology, the future of digital marketing, or etc. Pretty much anything you would like. And if you're unsure about the topic, please email me and I'll let you know if it's a topic that I approve of, but most likely it will be. Your presentation should be similar to your report, but it will be as if you are presenting your research at the conference. Be creative in your content. The sky is the limit. So for your oral presentation, please record your oral presentation using Zoom or a similar software program. During the week we went over Zoom, which was week 5, I showed you how to record your project. You will upload your completed file. Feel free to edit for those who might have an editor in a group, but it's nothing that is required. You can just turn in the raw file of your oral presentation. And your oral presentation can be similar to your written portion, but as a presentation. So, written report. The new media presentation should be a minimum of 8 pages total and will include the following. So report title page. This should include your group's name. Be creative in the name. Every group member's name, date of report, and the topic you will be discussing. Then you're going to write a summary for 2 pages. This summary is to give the audience an idea of what will be discussed in your report. Overview of the topic, some history, maybe some current trends, how people are currently viewing the topic in our current day and age of digital technology. And then the breakdown, which is 4 to 7 pages. You're going to select 3 different references, articles, and publications you plan on discussing to support the information in your presentation. For each, discuss a short summary. So your reference, number 1, you can discuss a short summary, example of it being used in new media, maybe some current trends, where it's headed for the future. And this should be 1 to 2 pages. Same thing with reference 2 and 3. And then you have a conclusion, which is just wrapping up your presentation, conclusion of your topic. Anything being discussed as new information of the topic, such as where the trend might be heading, and maybe even some personal views on the topic. Again, this isn't a format that you have to go by. This is just something that I'm kind of providing to you to give you a backbone of what you can write on. The group project is worth 100 points of your final grade. Your written report will be worth 50 points, and your presentation will be worth 50 points each. Each presentation should be approximately 10 to 12 minutes. So let's go down here in our groups. So we have, each group should have 4 people. I do know group 9 has only 3 people. So rather having your presentation 10 to 12 minutes, your presentation can actually be just for group 9, 8 to 10 minutes, since you are short 1 person. So that is it for this week. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Again, all my contact information is here in the syllabus. I've been receiving some text messages from some students asking questions about the quizzes, assignments, the discussions, which is great because it shows me that you guys aren't hesitant to shoot me a text message. So if you have any questions whatsoever, again, this is my cell phone. You could call me or text me, or if it's something that's not too urgent, you can always email me as well. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thanks, guys. Take care and have a wonderful week, and stay warm out there.